We started this season off in Napa at the Safeway Open, and while it may not have had the best field, it was all in all a pretty good week. Prior to the event, Steph Curry and Phil Mickelson, among others, took part in a cork-popping contest. Yes, that is right, a champagne cork-popping contest. Now, Phil looked like a veteran. He's done this before, probably did it quite a bit after the Ryder Cup. Steph Curry, on the other hand, he needs some work. Not the best week for Steph. He also lost a three-point contest. His own game. But if you're feeling bad for Steph, don't. Not only did he just get KD on his team, he also boasts this swing. And back to the golf. Brendan Steele started the final round 4 strokes back with the leader. Last year, he went into the final round with the lead, but shot a 76 and fell out of contention. This year, Steele birdied his last 3 holes, including a long birdie putt on 17 and a clutch up and down on the 18th to get into the clubhouse at 18 under. This was the second career victory for Steele, his first since 2011 in his rookie campaign. Now, one of the best moments of the week, one of the stranger moments of the week, the winner of the Safeway Open receives a barrel? Made for a good photo op. As a Canadian, I have to give love to my fellow Canucks, so shouts to Mackenzie Hughes, finished 13th, but the other 5, Adam Hadwin, Brad Fritsch, Graham Dillette, David Hearn, Nick Taylor, missed the cut. Elsewhere in the field, Paul Casey finished tied for 3rd. His last 4 starts include 2 seconds, a 3rd, and a 4th. And he'll tee it up again this week at the CIMB Classic. TPC Kuala Lumpur, the newest course in the TPC family, is the host to this week's event. Considering the time of the season and where the event is, the field is actually pretty good. Players like Patrick Reed, Adam Scott, Ryan Moore, Sergio Garcia, Vijay Singh, Ernie Els, defending champ Justin Thomas, Ian Poulter, and many more, Now there's a couple other storylines at play this week, things to look out for. Justin Thomas defends his first ever PGA Tour win. Patrick Reed plays for the first time since the Ryder Cup. Come on! Ryan Moore, straight off the Ryder Cup, comes in having won this event 2 of the last 3 seasons, and a 10th, the one he didn't win last year. And Ian Poulter returns to the tour after a long absence due to injury. Okay, now it's on to some Tiger Woods news. First, Tiger announced he was going to play in last week's Safeway Open and this week's Turkish Airlines Open. And then he withdrew from the Safeway Open and the Turkish Airlines Open, citing his game is vulnerable. He's vulnerable. He's vulnerable, folks. And then we saw Tiger Woods hit a golf ball. So where does this leave us? On one hand, several analysts did come out and say they didn't really think Tiger was ready to play. The weather was also pretty bad all week. Not really ideal for your first start. Tiger was also coming back from being the assistant captain at the Ryder Cup. But on the other hand, he did withdraw very last minute. There have also been rumors that his short game yips are back. Tiger Woods admitted his game is vulnerable. Tiger Woods, my opinion, not that big a deal. Let's give him till December. In fact, let's give him till April, May, June, before we start making any sort of judgment. Do we really want him coming back and not making the cut? Do we really want anything other than Tiger's best? If he's not going to come back and be at 100%, I say take more time. When you come back, be right. Please, just be healthy when you actually come back. And finally, on Monday, a big announcement from Tiger Woods. I'm going to read it word for word. Tiger Woods announced Monday the formation of a new enterprise that will encompass all of his initiatives. TGR combines under one title Woods' foundation, his design company, and his restaurant. I'm also taking the next step in what I like to call Chapter 2, my evolution as a competitor off the course, he said. Woods also said he spent nearly 2 years developing TGR. So what does this mean? Well, not much. Again. Except for the last 2 years, he's been thinking a lot about his post-golf life. He said it before, but this really drives home the point to me. Tiger's not golfing on the Champions Tour. Maybe as a novelty, maybe in a few majors. Tiger Woods' focus is on winning golf tournaments and winning majors on the PGA Tour. As soon as that is done, he's done. Alright, that's all for this week. Brendan Steele is your first PGA Tour winner of the year. We're off to Kuala Lumpur for this week's event, where Justin Thomas is the defending champion, and a bunch of players are kicking off their seasons. And Tiger still isn't playing until December. But we did get to see him swing a club, and he made a few business venture announcements. Little salvation to those of us that want to see him out on the course, but it's something. If you like this video, click like. If you really liked it, click subscribe. And feel free to leave any comments. It's the first video, so I'm open to suggestions. I'm RJ McCullough. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next week.